India and the United States are moving their partnership into a new phase. From nuclear cooperation to critical minerals, the conversation between External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio signals that the relationship is expanding far beyond trade. The meeting comes at a crucial time, just days after the announcement of a major India-US trade deal that has already triggered political debate and global attention. But behind the headlines, the strategic conversation appears much deeper and far more consequential. During his visit to Washington, Jaishankar held wide-ranging talks with Rubio, covering trade, defense, energy, nuclear cooperation, technology, and most importantly, critical minerals. These minerals are not ordinary resources. They are the backbone of modern economies, from electric vehicles to semiconductors to defense technology and renewable energy. Critical minerals determine who controls the future of industrial and strategic power. By pushing for cooperation in exploration, mining, and processing, India is trying to secure its supply chains and reduce dependence on China, which currently dominates the global critical minerals market. According to Jaishankar, both sides agreed to speed up meetings of various bilateral mechanisms to convert strategic intent into practical outcomes. This signals urgency. India is not just looking for trade access, it is looking for technological depth and long-term resource security. For Washington, partnering India serves a similar purpose. The United States wants reliable democratic partners in supply chains that currently run through geopolitical rivals.
Details. It's a very exciting opportunity. On the one hand, we'll continue to maintain some level of tariff against India, 18%, because we have this giant trade deficit with them. But they've also agreed to reduce their tariffs for us on a variety of agricultural products, manufactured goods, chemicals, medical devices, etc. It's an exciting opportunity for both countries.
The timing of this meeting is equally significant. The United States has already welcomed the India-US trade deal announced after discussions between President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. US officials described the agreement as an opportunity to unlock economic growth and strengthen shared energy security goals. Washington believes that stronger economic integration with India can reshape supply chains and strengthen Indo-Pacific stability. However, several unanswered questions remain. The trade deal announced earlier includes tariff reductions and expectations of deeper economic integration, but the fine details are still unclear. Reports from Washington have suggested conditions related to India's energy imports, including reducing purchases of Russian oil. There is no official confirmation yet on whether this issue was raised during Jaishankar's discussions with Rubio. If true, such conditions could have serious implications for India's energy security and foreign policy independence.
140 crore Indians are celebrating a trade deal which is under final stages of detailing between the negotiating teams of both countries. We will be shortly issuing a joint statement by both countries along with the details which we will be shortly inking between the United States of America and India. And as soon as the final understanding of the deal is inked and the joint statement is finalized, technical processes are completed, full details will be shared. But I can assure the people of India, I can assure 140 crore brothers and sisters that this is a deal that will make every Indian proud, that will protect the interest of every Indian and provide huge opportunities for all the people of India and will protect the sensitive sectors, the interests of our agriculture and our dairy sectors in full respect, opening up huge opportunities for our labor-intensive sectors, export sectors in textiles, plastics, apparel, home decor, leather and footwear, gems and jewelry, organic chemicals, rubber goods, machineries, so many products, aircraft components. This is truly a deal that every Indian can be proud of.
Another important dimension discussed was the Quad. Both leaders reaffirmed commitment to expanding cooperation through the grouping that includes India, the US, Japan, and Australia. The Quad is increasingly seen as a strategic platform to balance China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. By linking economic cooperation with security dialogue, India and the US are clearly trying to build a partnership that operates across multiple fronts simultaneously. Jaishankar's visit also includes participation in the Critical Minerals Ministerial, where global leaders are expected to discuss resource security and technology cooperation. This highlights India's attempt to position itself not just as a market, but as a manufacturing and technological hub in future global supply chains. The larger message from the meeting is clear. The India-US partnership is no longer limited to diplomacy or defense exercises. It is now entering the domain of economic strategy, energy security, and technological competition. Both countries see each other as essential partners in a rapidly changing global order. For India, the challenge will be balancing opportunity with strategic autonomy. For the United States, the challenge will be building trust while managing its own geopolitical priorities. The Jaishankar-Rubio meeting shows that both sides are willing to move forward. But how far this partnership goes will depend on the fine print of agreements that are still being negotiated behind closed doors. In global geopolitics, alliances are rarely built overnight. They are shaped through negotiations, compromises, and shared interests. And the India-US conversation, stretching from nuclear cooperation to critical minerals, suggests that a long-term strategic alignment is quietly taking shape.